We're rolling? We're rolling now. When you start making things regularly, you start to see the world around you very differently. You start to notice the little sounds of the birds chirping in a little bit more detail. You start to listen to music with a little bit more of an awareness of what's going on. You start to see the way that the cars are flying by you and the way that people speak and the way that they walk. The artist sees the world as a place that they deliberately create. The artist sees the world as something that's malleable, something that they can influence, something that they can leave their mark on. What really inspired me to get started was this cool new toy that my dad had bought us. The first video I ever created, I was 10 years old, and my dad had just bought us an iMac, and it was a huge deal. As a young kid who didn't really know who he was or what he loved to do or anything like that, something about just making stuff on that computer, it planted a seed of curiosity. But what was so cool about it too was you weren't tied to any one medium. Like, I could do everything. I could do anything and everything I could ever want. God, him and I spent so much time playing around with Photo Booth. This was right around the time when I was starting to get into YouTube. This is right around the time when I was looking at all these videos and people creating all these cool things, and it unlocked in my mind, wow, what if I could make something like that too? Check. Art is everywhere. Art is in everything. Art is in the way that we move through the world. Picasso said, every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once we grow up. Every artist has to deal with that. Has to deal with thoughts of nobody cares, or this doesn't matter, or my perspective is invalid. Every single artist out there is grappling with these battles in their head every day, fighting against the expectations of the world around them. But when we are following these rules, it's a colorless world. And artists are fighting against that lack of color. Artists are fighting against the mundane, the lifeless, the disconnected. It takes tremendous courage in this world to be you. That's when you're really vulnerable. You see things the way that no one else sees them. And the moment that you fully embrace that, step into who you truly are and express that to the world, is the moment the world will change as a result of you being you. Artists lead the way. Artists paint the picture of where we could be, where we could go. I do what I do for two reasons. I just absolutely love the creative process. I love color, and I love sound, and I love the excitement of waking up because I have a shoot this day. Selflessly, I do what I do because my expression, my willingness to be vulnerable, I hope, shows others that they can do the same thing. If I were to boil down everything I've learned in my life, from playing with iMovie on my dad's computer, to traveling the world off making videos, to making a daily video every single day for 77 days in a row, to working with musicians, rappers, entrepreneurs, artists, all of that boils down to three words: live your art.